Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Qinspride. So the popularity of Nigeria is actually making it look as if Nigeria is a common country. Like, people tend to forget the sovereignty of Nigeria.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the...
Okay guys, so being in Nigeria or being a citizen of Nigeria, you have so many rights. You have your privileges as a Nigerian. Also other countries as well. However, there are people who may not find it easier to enter Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria is not a dumping ground. It is not a garbage in, garbage out. Okay, just forget the fact that you have it at ease in Nigeria. Okay, so there is a white woman who complained that she had a stressful journey towards her application of visa and being granted visa. She isn't the only one. There have been a couple of times that some people complained same. However, let's take a good look at this.
Last April, I went to Nigeria, and when I got my visa to go there, I said I was so happy and so relieved because I had been through a lot of steps to actually get my visa. The first one said, "Do you need a visa to go to Nigeria?" Like, everyone was surprised that you need a visa to go to Nigeria. And yeah, the visa is so hard to get. And the second team was saying congrats to me. And also some people were laughing like, "Why are you happy to go there?" But like literally all the steps that you need to go to Nigeria is crazy. At least it's good because they don't allow anyone in their country. So maybe they don't allow people who could colonize, or I don't know, you know, the past of Nigeria. So at least it's good. But oh my god, it's so hard to get the paper. And I'm a Moroccan, so I have an African nationality as well, but I still need a visa, by the way. So I just decided to apply with my French passport because I wouldn't go to Morocco, come back to Morocco to get my visa. Like, it was too hard. So I just applied in France where I was staying. So first of all, you need to get vaccinated against yellow fever, unless you can't even apply for the visa. And in my city, they didn't vaccinate it, so I had to go 3 hours away to get my vaccine. Also, the embassy is also 3 hours away from where I live, so it was a bit complicated because I was schooling, so I had to miss classes to go. But yeah, so once you have your vaccine thing and you apply, you have to collect all the papers. The easiest thing to get is passport size picture. You have to get 2 UK size, and you have to do it 2 weeks before you apply for your visa. Like, you need an invitation letter from someone in Nigeria or from your hotel or anyone. Like, yeah, you need to pay online for the visa and to print the proof of payment. You also need to book an appointment with OIS and to print the appointment. Also, for the invitation letter, you need the photocopy of the person passport or the person ID, the one who wrote the letter for you. You need your flight ticket, the return one, you need to print it. So you need to buy your ticket before you apply for the visa, by the way. You need a bank statement. It depends on your country, but I think in France, if you live in France, you need to prove that you have at least 1,000 euros on your bank account. It should be in English. And also, once you have applied on immigration.ng. I don't know what, you need to print your application and to give them, and then yeah, you need to give your passport as well. And if I'm not mistaken, like 1 or 2 weeks later, you will get everything back. No, I think it's like, yeah, 8 days later. I started my application in January to go to Nigeria in April, but my appointment was in March. Yeah, you can't have your appointment too early.
Alright guys, so I'm sure you heard what she said, right? I know that some of you are surprised. Please do not be. Okay, for those of us that know about this for a long time, it is not surprising. Okay, this is the lengths a lot of people are willing to go through just to enter Nigeria. And these are foreigners, these are white people, like the Western people. Yes, she may be a Moroccan, but she was raised in France. She does not look any bit African, but she wants to enter Nigeria. Despite the buzzwords you've been dropping against Nigeria, people are willing to enter. Now, I'm not here for the processes of getting visa or visa application to enter Nigeria. If you want to know more about that, you can go online, Google, or find out yourself. I'm here to talk about the integrity of this nation, Nigeria. Share some of una go just sit down for in front of camera on the talk nya against Nigeria. People are willing to travel for 2 hours just to get an appointment that will return them for another 2 hours. Then it will return them for another 1 month for them to start their visa process just to enter Nigeria. Now, it happens to a lot of them. There are also white people also complaining about this. For Nigerians, as a Nigerian, as a citizen of Nigeria, you are entitled to a lot of privileges. Also, for some countries in under ECOWAS, there are 16 countries, okay, including some neighboring countries. It is easier for them to enter Nigeria without visa for 90 days. Okay, although many of them will just stay here and reside here for a very long time without even being detected. But the truth of the matter is that it is easier for them. So for you, a Togolese, for you as someone that is resident in Benin Republic entering Nigeria, it will be easier for you. Nobody will request you to bring in your visa or to submit your visa. And because of that, some of you do not understand the sovereignty of this nation. Why am I saying it? There are some people from some neighboring countries who think that, oh, it is easy in Nigeria. No, sweetheart, it is not easy. Even Cameroonians, yes, currently they grant visas to Cameroonians, but it is a bit easier for them. For a Cameroonian to enter Nigeria is a bit easier. Yes, currently they grant them visa to Nigeria, but it's easier for them because of the link between Nigeria and Cameroon. And that takes me to one thing. Why the border control? You see what the white man did to us. Because there are some villages in Cameroon and some villages in Nigeria that are the same, that speak similar languages. In fact, the cultural similarities between Nigeria and Cameroon, they are the same. So yes, I can see that even if Cameroon is a Central African nation, it is easier for them to just get access to Nigeria because we are just like the same. Okay, so for other nations in West Africa, when you enter Nigeria freely, do not feel that it is just easy. It is just because of the ECOWAS binding. And for those that are not from ECOWAS, please go and ask them. It is not easy. Yes, some of them do get visa on arrival, and other processes. It is a bit easy for them because they are African skinned. For the West, it is not easier for them. You think Nigeria is just a place whereby you just pack your bag, or you just want to go on holidays in Nigeria. You cannot quickly do that. You cannot easily do that. Nobody will worship you here. Now, the second thing again is this. If you observe clearly, you will understand that in Nigeria, you do not have so many white people. There are many white people, but I'm saying so many, compared to the population of Nigeria. Why? Because Nigeria will not worship you. First off, it is difficult for them to get visa to enter Nigeria. It is stressful for them. And second, people do not worship them here. The way they treat a typical black person is the way they will treat you in Nigeria. Nobody will worship your ass in Nigeria. If you go against the law, you will face the consequences. It is not like so many African countries whereby because the person is a supposed white person, the person will be free to commit a lot of illegality in the nation. It does not pertain in Nigeria. Such a thing does not exist in Nigeria. For those of you that say that the law does not work, just wait till you enter the trap of the law. Then they will show you that Nigerian law do work. Alright, so now this young woman is going through a lot of processes, and this is for her to get visa because she wants to enter Nigeria next year. So she's starting now to prepare herself. I know that some of you will say, oh, why even granting them visa? They frustrate us, they do this to us when we want to go to their land. Well, if they are coming in legally, why not? After all, there are so many Nigerians traveling abroad and they got their visa at first application. So it all depends on the processes, the duration, and what is taking you there. Some of them easily get visa because they are going through a company. Okay, the same is also applicable here in Nigeria. Alright? And again, you realize that you as a Nigerian or as an African going to other people's nation, especially those in the Western country, you would tend to work harder. Why? Because it was not easy to get a visa. Imagine if as a Nigerian, every country allows you access to their country without visa. Or immediately you just apply, you get it. You will not even be serious. But when you suffer to get that permit to enter the country, you will know what you are doing there. You will be the one that will advise yourself. And that is why you see that so many Africans in the Western nations are doing better than most of the citizens in those nations. So yes, sometimes when we complain of the visa restriction, doing this and that, I will still say that it works for our own good, though they need to gradually ease it. As for Nigeria, Nigeria is a sovereign nation. And for those of you who will think that because some YouTuber sits in front of camera to yarn about Nigeria that it is easy, it is not easy, sweethearts. The law works here if you go against the law. Like I said, this is the giant of Africa, and this is the giant of Africa for a reason. Whether you're a white person, whether you're a blue person, whether you are red or indigo, you will need your visa to enter Nigeria if you are not under the visa, under the country that Nigeria gives visa or allow access to without visa. For instance, ECOWAS. So if you're not under ECOWAS, it will be difficult for you to enter this country without your visa, except if you are to be issued visa on arrival. And for those other countries in other continents, even Americans, they go through processes before they enter Nigeria. So this goes to show you the sovereignty of Nigeria. So you need to respect this nation. And as for those of you crying that, oh, people easily enter Nigeria, oh, but when we try to enter their country, they won't. No, the same process do go on in Nigeria. It's just that you don't know. You don't just know. So yes, every country do have their law and what works for them, and such exists in Nigeria. So yes, that is also why it is difficult for you to see a lot of white people. Also, hope you all know about the 80-20 rule and the 60-40 rule of ensuring that as a foreign company in Nigeria, you recruit 80% of Nigerians or Africans. At most, 60-40. Whereby 60% are Nigerians, 20% are Africans, then the remaining 20% are outside Africa. So that is how it works here. So for those of you that do not know how it works in Nigeria, hope you heard from her. You need your visa, and you have to go through the process for you to enter Nigeria. So guys, if you think people are not entering Nigeria, sorry, you are deceiving yourself. Do not let anyone brainwash you. Alright? In as much as Nigerians travel out a lot and they go to different countries, it is not because they cannot survive in Nigeria. A lot of people are trooping in numbers into Nigeria. So when you see Nigerians in your country, please put some respect to them, because they just came to your country to explore, to work harder, more. And again, you normally see them when the area is green, especially virgin lands. And when they get what they want in your country, you see them sending back those money into Nigeria, still boosting our economy. So yes, brothers and sisters, this country is a very beautiful country. Like, you've been watching all my content, Nigeria is so beautiful. Nigeria is a place to be. The tourism section of this country is also booming. Okay, hope you guys know about the Jewel Gardens.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Understand this summer when worries turn to glory. Just down the boulevard with the top down low, music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace, lost in the moment in this rhythmic chase. Catching glances from strangers as I pass them by, in the city of dreams where stars light up the sky. Every step, every verse takes me close to the eyes.